Hey there. Ready for a deep dive into something pretty cool?
Always up for an adventure. What are we diving into today?
Well, you sent over this awesome YouTube video. It's called Hyundai River Cruise, Lebanese March Avenue, and Hyundai Premium Outlet.
Okay, sounds intriguing. I'm guessing by the title we're headed to.
You got a Gimpo, South Korea. And honestly, after watching this video, I am so ready to book a flight.
It's amazing how a single video can transport you to a whole other place, isn't it?
Right. And this one starts off strong. Remember that opening shot of the Marina Bay Hotel?
Mm-hmm.
With the bay, the shipyard, all those sleek yachts. Talk about a room with a view.
You know, that shipyard is a subtle hint about something pretty significant.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, Hyundai, the company behind the cruise you'll see later, isn't just a car company.
Really? I had no idea.
Their shipbuilding operation is gigantic. They're one of the top players globally.
Wow, I did not realize they were so deeply involved in shipbuilding.
And their technology. It's everywhere from the smartphones in our pockets to renewable energy projects. South Korean innovation is having a real global impact.
That's incredible. Okay, so after soaking in that view, our YouTube Explorer heads for the breakfast buffet.
Ah, an essential part of any good trip.
They specifically call out something called Bing Bee. Ring a bell.
Gingvi is probably bibimbap.
Bibimbap. Okay, now you're speaking my language.
It's a cornerstone of Korean cuisine. Imagine this, a bowl of warm rice topped with vibrant seasoned vegetables, maybe some meat, often a perfectly fried egg. It's like an edible work of art.
Okay, you had me at perfectly fried egg.
And the best part, you mix it all up so every bite is the symphony of flavors and textures.
Huh.
It's one of those dishes that just screams, Korea, you know?
Okay, you've sold me. If I ever make it to South Korea, bibimbap is at the top of my list.
It's a must try.
All right, so we've got a feel for the luxurious vibe, a little taste of Korean food. Where does this virtual tour guide take us next?
Well, get ready to set sail because next up is the Hyundai River Cruise.
Perfect. Let's hop on board and see what this river has in store for us. All right, so we're hopping on board this Hyundai River Cruise. Our video friend mentions a large tour group and hints at refreshments and entertainment. Sounds like they know how to throw a party on the Hun River.
It does give that vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And speaking of the Hun River, it's not just any waterway. It's actually South Korea's most important river.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It flows right through the heart of Gimpo and holds centuries of stories within its currents.
From ancient trade routes to modern-day adventures, I'm all about that historical depth. So the video takes us up to the cruise ship's top deck, and there's something kind of funny about it. They've got Christmas decorations up, even though it's only October.
A little early for holiday cheer, right?
Just a tad. But hey, who am I judge? Maybe in Gimpo, every day is a holiday. Okay, now, amidst all the festivities, there's a moment of pure serenity captured in the video. Remember those seagulls?
Oh, yeah.
Passengers are feeding them right from the deck.
It's such a simple scene, but it does make you reflect. Even surrounded by a bustling city, you have this encounter with nature.
It's that unexpected touch of wildlife that really makes a city feel alive, you know?
It is that reminder of the larger ecosystem we're a part of.
Absolutely. And who doesn't love a good seagull photo op, right? Speaking of blending the natural and the man-made, our next stop takes that idea to a whole new level.
This is the Korean Venice part, right?
You got it. Get ready for Korean Venice. I'm talking about Lebanese March Avenue. And from the video, it looks like quite the spectacle.
It's a fascinating example of what's called architectural mimicry.
Architectural mimicry.
Yeah, it's a global phenomenon where places recreate famous landmarks or architectural styles. It plays with our perceptions and associations.
Oh, that's so interesting. So, like, they're almost creating a fantasy world based on these iconic images.
It's
Okay, so our video tour guide is strolling down this Korean Venice, and they mention the SoCal Vanish Bridge of Sighs. SoCal Vanish Bridge of Sighs.
Yeah.
Now, that's a mouthful. What exactly are we looking at here?
It seems to be a reference to Venice's Bridge of Sighs.
Ah, okay.
Though the SoCal Vanish part is a bit ambiguous. It could be a local nickname, a play on words.
Maybe it's a mystery for us to solve on our next deep dive.
There you go.
I love those little mysteries that make exploring a new place so intriguing. And like any good tourist spot, Lebanese March Avenue has food. The video mentions a Mr. Big's restaurant.
Which, interestingly enough, seems to specialize in Korean street food, not Italian.
Oh, so not exactly sticking to the Venetian theme there.
Right. It shows that even while embracing architectural influences from other cultures, they retain their own unique culinary identity.
I love that fusion of global and local. Now, after a taste of Korean Venice, the video takes us on a shopping spree. It's time for the Hyundai Premium Outlet.
Ah, yes, the strategic combination of sightseeing and retail therapy. It's
Yeah.
a classic.
Gotta treat yourself right.
Exactly. And this isn't just any shopping center. This is where you go for designer brands at discounted prices.
Right. Talk about a dangerous combination for our wallets. But on a more serious note, this actually tells us something interesting about South Korea.
Exactly. The presence of a high-end outlet mall like this speaks to the growth of the South Korean economy and its increasing influence on the global fashion scene.
So from shipbuilding powerhouse to trend-setting fashion capital, South Korea is really making its mark.
They definitely are.
So we've cruised down the river, taken in some faux European architecture, and maybe even snagged a designer bargain or two. All this exploring has worked up an appetite, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Luckily, our virtual tour guide saved the best for last.
Oh, do tell.
It's time to experience the heart of Korean cuisine at a local fish restaurant.
Perfect timing. I'm ready for some authentic flavors after all that visual stimulation. And it sounds like we're in for a real treat. Grilled mackerel, anyone.
An excellent choice. Grilled mackerel, or goryeo, as it's called in Korean, is a staple dish.
Goryunjeo. I'm adding that to my culinary vocabulary.
And for good reason. It's flavorful, healthy, and when prepared well, absolutely delicious. And the video mentions a whole ritual involving pouring soup over the rice and fish.
Right, that's what caught my attention. That sounds amazing. What's the story there?
It's not just about adding moisture to the dish.
I figured there had to be more to it.
This ritual is about enhancing the entire dining experience.
I like the sound of that.
It signifies the care taken in preparing the meal, the respect for the ingredients, and the shared enjoyment of a meal. It's a beautiful expression of Korean culinary culture.
Food is more than just sustenance. It's about connection, tradition, even art. This deep dive has really opened my eyes.
And to think it all started with your curiosity about a single YouTube video.
Exactly. It just goes to show you never know where a little curiosity might lead. This whole exploration of Gimpo, from those massive shipyards to this intimate dining ritual, has been fascinating.
It really speaks to the heart of what we do here, doesn't it? Taking a single point of interest and diving deep, uncovering the layers of history, culture, and even economics that shape a place.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up our virtual adventure, what's the one takeaway you hope our listener is left with?
I think the biggest takeaway is the reminder that the world is full of surprises.
It certainly is.
Gimpo, with its blend of cutting-edge technology and ancient traditions, is just one example. It's a nudge to stay curious, to keep exploring, and to never underestimate the power of a single question or a seemingly simple YouTube video to spark a journey of discovery.
Beautifully said. To our listener, thank you for sharing this little window into Gimpo with us. We hope this deep dive has inspired you to seek out new experiences and embrace the thrill of the unknown, whether it's across the globe or in your own backyard. Until next time, keep exploring.